Hey guys, welcome to Relevant Kids Online.
Hi everyone, my name is Haley.
And I'm Eliana. And today, as you guys know, it's a new month, so we have new series.
Yep, and I'm actually really excited because the preschool and toddler series are called the 5K Run with Jesus. And it's about your life and Jesus Christ.
Actually, that's the elementary schoolers and preteen series.
Oops.
Yes, and the preschoolers and toddlers are actually learning. Their new series is called Jump Jump, and it's about how God's way is perfect.
Yep, I'm so silly. So yeah, the elementary and preteens are learning about the 5K Run with Jesus.
And today, in honor of our new series, we are going to play a little game.
Yep, I'm going to go first. Okay, so I'm going to pick a card. Okay, and it's a movie title, and she's going to have to guess it. And I'm going to tell her what it is, okay? Ready? All right, okay, you have 10 seconds. Okay, so it's a green dude. He's an ogre.
Shrek.
Green dude. Yeah, you got it. That was so easy. All right, let's put this right here. Your turn.
My turn.
I'm really bad at this right now.
Okay, so there's little yellow guys and an evil master, and they have to work for him.
Yellow guy?
Yes, but he becomes good in the end.
Oh, it's
and he has a really long nose.
It's Despicable Me.
Yes. Your turn.
Got it. All right. One. Oh, okay. It's about the girl. It's a princess, and then at midnight, she turns back into the maid.
Cinderella.
Yeah, that one. Good job. All right, we're doing really good. Okay. Nervous.
Okay, the whole family is superheroes, and they wear really cool costumes, and and they're all superheroes.
Oh, I think we're out of time.
That was The Incredibles.
Oh, well, all right, that don't true. Okay. Okay, so it's a Christmas movie. He's green.
The Grinch.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully I can explain it this time. Oh gosh, this is hard. But they have the hair is up. Their hair is up, and they're little people, and the bargains.
Oh, it's the trolls.
Yes.
Good job. All right, I think we're out of time.
Okay, guys, but it's about my time. It's about my favorite part.
Yeah, it's time for worship. So everyone stand up.
Get some space.
And let's worship.
Yeah.
Bye.
Your plans for me are good. You hold my future. You're working all the time. You're the mountain mover. From sunrise to sunset till the sun comes back up again. You're by my side. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through. Yeah, I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful. I'll trust your every word, 'cause I believe that you're working for my good. Yes, you're committed. From sunrise to sunset till the sun comes back up again. You're by my side. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through. Yeah, I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful. You are my hope, you are my future. You are the mountain mover. You are faithful. You are my hope, you are my future. You are the mountain mover. You are faithful. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through. Yeah, I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause
America, and I'm training for a 5K race. As you can see, I've been training all day, so as my grandma would say, I'm a little glowy. If you've ever run a 5K, you know it takes a lot more than popping off a couch and putting your running shoes on, okay? It takes commitment. Commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice. And my plan is not just running around a lot. I mean, I've got to train and what I'm calling the 3 S's. Speed, strength, smarts. So there's running, yes, but I'm also working on my strength. And running takes a lot out of you. I just can't take a second. Woo! It's so tired. Your body's gonna wanna give up. Ow. But I'm going to train my brain to keep running the race no matter what. Like right now, my body is telling me not to eat this kale because it looks gross. But my brain tells me that kale is good for giving my body energy. So, here goes. Come on, brain! Eat! I can't do it! Maybe I can find some easier ways to train my brain. In today's story, the Apostle Paul wrote about training for a different kind of race. No kale involved. What? No!
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story inspired by the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 9, verses 24 through 25.
Did you know that some writers of the Bible talk sports? Well, not every sport, but at least one that you are familiar with. Yep, running. Running has been around ever since God created people. In fact, the Apostle Paul uses running as an example in one of his letters to the church in Corinth.
In a race, all the runners run, but only one gets the prize. You know that, don't you? So run in a way that will get you the prize.
Now, Paul is talking about more here than just running, but first you have to understand what it takes to run a long race. Let's say you want to run a marathon. That's 26.2 miles. There's no way you can just hop up off the sofa where you've been playing video games for months and run that far. So, you need a plan. When I was preparing for my first marathon, I found this plan. I started training more than 4 months ahead of the race, and I started with just a few miles at a time. Once you've got a plan, well, then you gotta move. That means short runs, long runs, and cross-training to work other muscles and prevent injury. Next up, you've got to fuel. Plenty of water, of course. Plus, you need healthy carbs for your long runs like bananas. And maybe some spaghetti and meatballs. What's the last part of your training? Get ready for it. Rest. If you don't rest and let your body recover, you'll get burnt out or injured. The last few days before a marathon, you don't even run at all. Yeah, running a long race is no joke. But Paul says what we're doing right now, you and me, is even more important.
All who take part in the games train hard. They do it to get a crown that will not last. But we do it to get a crown that will last forever. So I do not run like someone who doesn't run toward the finish line. I do not fight like a boxer who hits nothing but air.
Paul packs a lot of weight into just a few sentences. Whether you planned it or not, we are all running a race right now. Okay, so that's a little crazy. Clearly, I'm standing here talking to you, and you aren't outside running laps either. But Paula is talking about a way of life, a journey. We're all focused on the finish line, life forever with Jesus, but in the meantime, every step along the way is important as we live out what matters most. Jesus reminded his followers,
Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love him with all your mind. Love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Yep, love God, love others. That's what matters on this journey together. But just like you can't skip from jogging one lap around the school gym to running a 26.2-mile race, you're gonna need some practice. Your Love God, Love Others marathon needs a training plan. Now, none of us have it all figured out, but here are 4 important things to start with. In fact, you may already be doing some of them. First point, hear. God is the master teller of this amazing story. He's the author of this whole race, so the most important thing is learning to hear from God. That means digging into God's Word and hearing the stories and wisdom from people who walked with Him. And you can also hear from God from people around you in your life who know and follow Him. Now, here's the second step in training for our Love God, Love Others marathon. Pray. Okay, when you hear pray, you might think,
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Truth is, you don't need fancy words to pray. You can talk to God anytime, anywhere, about anything, just like talking to your mom or your best friend. Now let's take a look at point 3 in our training plan. Talk. Hello out there! Tell other people what God has been up to in your life, what's changing, how you're learning to love others better. And here's the final point in your Love God, Love Others training plan. Live. Live for God. Let His love fill up every part of your life, at home, at school, at church, even when your dad makes you stop reading your book to play a game with your little sister. Hear, pray, talk, live. That's how you practice loving God and loving others. As Paul wrote, so run in a way that will get you the prize. We do it to get a crown that will last forever. And when you do, you will live out Paul's wisdom to the Corinthians and win the race.
When the Apostle Paul wrote about running a race, it was about way more than a 5K. It was about life, because sometimes life can feel like a race. That's why we've got to train. We need to make a commitment to practice what matters most. Jesus taught that what matters most is to love God and love others. How do you do that? Well, you can start with these 4 words. Hear, pray, talk, and live. Hear. Hear from God. Pray. Pray to God. Talk. Talk about God. Live. Live for God. In the race of life, you can't always rely on your own strength. You'll need God's help and wisdom to keep running. It's not always going to be easy. You may even want to give up. But it's better to keep going, because loving God and loving others is the most important thing you will ever do. Here's the one thing to remember today. Keep practicing what matters most, loving God and loving others. This may come natural to you, or it may seem totally new. Whatever the case, just commit to training a little bit every day. It'll be good for you. I guess if I commit to training, I need to do what's good for me and try a little bit of kale. Hey, that's not bad. I feel more energetic already. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm ready, and I'm a fan of kale.